YouTube, and welcome to the Blue Corner. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the most recently spoiled card for Vanguard's 4th G set, Soul Strike Against the Supreme, and it is going to be Dream Reaving Ranunculus Ahsha, the first of the main character evolution cards that were talked about when the set was first revealed. Basically, Chronojet, Ultimile, and Ahsha are all going to be getting G-Unit versions of themselves, and there was a lot of speculation of how these guys would work. It's like, would they require a heart name thing in order to do stuff like Sanctuary Guard Regalia or Big Bang Knuckle Turbo? Would they be immediately playable like Aura Geyser Dragon? Would they require a setup like Aura Geyser Damned or Doomed as it's now? How would these things function? Well, we got our answer with Ahsha, and I'm going to go over this, tell you what I think of it, and speculate on what this means for Chrono Dragon Next Stage and the new Ultimate card. So, Dream Reaving Ranunculus Ahsha's skill is choose a card named itself from your G zone and turn it face up, and then until the end of the turn, you get a new once per turn skill of choose one of your rear guards, and if the number of rear guards with the same name as that card is 2 or more, all of your units in the front row gain plus 5,000 power. Then, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more, choose one of your rear guards, search your unit for your deck for one card with the same name as a unit called rear guard, shuffle your deck, and get that card gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. So, right away, we can see that this does not require an Ahsha stride. In fact, you can just flash it into anything, and you don't even need a GB2 in order to get the main skill off, which is choose one of your rear guards, and if you have 2 or more cards with the same name in play, your front row gets plus 5. Plus 5, yeah, that's not amazing considering what Sanctuary Guard Regalia and Conquest Dragon do for their decks, but it's still an extra stage in this. And in the main deck, you're going to be having rear guards that get big amounts of power anyway, so you'll be swinging for decent amounts and guarding. Like, your opponent will probably need 20k shielding to block your sides, which is fine by this deck. The fact that you don't need to be a Generation Break 2 for that means that this could be your first stride if need be, and you can just make that mini push. However, the fact that she has an even better skill if she's your second stride is pretty nice, as if she's your second stride, you get a free clone of anything, and this is during your main phase, so you don't have to worry about, like, if your opponent's playing Kagura or Narukami and they killed everything, it's like, crap, I have nothing. Well, now you can just go into main phase 1, call down your Maiden of Via or your Maiden of Flower Screen, and then you can Persona clone it and then do something else. I mean, there's now a Ahsha version of Glimmer Breath Dragon, where if you have a grade 3 or greater unit with Ahsha in its card name, you get to clone a rear guard, I think. I never really looked over all of the Neo Nectar cards, but still, this helps you build up a board and just free cloning. That's so good. And that's what makes this card really splashable and just other variations of this. Like, in the Maiden deck, this is probably maybe a 4, maybe a 2 of it. Depends on how many of the other cards you want to run, because you have Primavera, Arborea, Multivitamin Dragon, Jingle Flower Dragon, and now this. Now, immediately I think Multivitamin Dragon probably be axed from the lineup. Jingle Flower Dragon, I'm not so sure of. I think that's still going to be one of your strongest power plays, but in the other variations like Musketeers, this definitely replaces Jingle Flower Dragon in that deck, because they couldn't really make use of him. However, the GB2 skill is fantastic with the likes of Sylvia and Kaivant and Rebecca, or just even cloning a Merca so that you get them plus 9,000. And what's that? Oh, you can just target your Mercas, and because you have 2 or more Mercas in play, your front row gets plus 5,000 power. Merca got her effect off, so she's plus 9. She's 9,000 boosting. So your what was going to be an 18,000 line with your 9k and Merca behind it. That 19,000 column now becomes 24, so it's a extra stage of guarding. And if that's a Gusto instead, that's 26,000 column. So she's good in that. I don't know about Maiden of Trailing Rose / Rambling Rose. I haven't had a chance to actually look into the deck. I'm trying to pick up Maiden of Trailing Roses, actually. Someone around here has another one I can try and get off of them, but some people, though, were disappointed in this card because it's not a restander or something with guard restriction a la Glory Maelstrom, Ragnarok Dragon, or the likes, which is understandable. I mean, this card isn't going to be enough to push Neo Nectar into the next tier anytime soon. It just makes them more consistent at what they do, which is fine. I mean, consistency is always helpful to have. Granted, we still have another season coming up of Vanguard G, and this is a main character deck, so it's eventually going to get that one G card that pushes it over the edge. I mean, it happened for Genesis at some point. It took them a while, but they finally got Minerva, and then they got Yggdrasil, and they became really strong. And what this also means is the other two cards, Chrono Dragon Next Stage and Ultimal, may not actually need Chrono Jet Dragon or Ultimal. Now, granted, Gear Chronicle are going to continue playing Chrono Jet Dragon because, much like Kagro, it is 1 grade 3, the deck, or rather the clan. Like just like Overlord, Chrono Jet Dragon is what makes Gear Chronicle Gear Chronicle. You kind of need him to do all of your good stuff. You have so many Gear Chronicle, Chrono Jet Dragon dependent strides and side units, so you're still going to be running him. Royal Paladin, though, unless the new stride requires you to have an Ultimal Heart, I don't see Ultimal builds being played. Depending on what this guy does, you might splash him into the other builds, but even then, I don't even know because, like, Sentry Guard already runs 3 to 4 Regalia and 2 to 4 Saint Blow Dragons. I've seen people going 4-4 because it's just so much oomph. Maybe the new Ultimal can make its way in, depending on what it does. It'd have to call a unit from the deck and give your front row plus 5,000 power. As far as what the skills for the other two cards go, I don't think they're all going to be mashups of their original guy skills, because at least with Chrono Dragon Next Stage in the anime, when we saw him attack the Narukami player, he was able to PG at that, and this was after Chrono had already performed a stride. So who knows what the other two cards are, but the really is, though, we know what Ahsha does. It's a fairly solid card. I would run it in the deck. And that's all I got for now. Stay tuned for when Mana Grand gets revealed. Apparently that will be on Friday. And we'll finally see what the Genesis G-Flip stride does, because as it is, the deck's looking pretty strong. But that's then. Until now, though, this is all I got for Ahsha. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me your thoughts on what you think about this card. Will you be playing it in your Neo Nectar deck? And if so, how many copies? And what were you expecting out of this? Because I know everyone was not expecting this.